What's up, guys? I'm Evan Geisinger, and this is Geisinger Fishing. And as you can see, this is my first video. I decided to make this just because every review I've seen of any fishing review, it always says something great about the casting system, and then it never actually shows what the casting system can do. It never shows how far they can throw a certain lure. So I decided that I'll do that. Um, Although the one video I did see that did that was by an account called Keeping It Real Fishing. He has great reviews, and he was comparing the Lew's BB1 Pro to I think it was a Daiwa Alexa baitcaster, something like that. And it was really cool because he compared the two, and then he showed the results on the video. So now onto the reel. As you can see, this is Lew's. It's a Tournament MG. This happens to be my 7.1 gear ratio reel that I use for frogging. I also have a 7.1 left-handed for flipping, and 6.4 for swim baits and medium-sized spinner baits and whatnot. Just give it a quick look, spin it around. Bent handle right here, super nice. There's the front again, there's the back, and this is the side. You can see the side plate. Let's see if it will focus. Yeah, well. You can't really tell on the camera, but this is a super nice, kind of like matte finish. It's not super glossy, but it's not a matte black. It's kind of in between. It's super nice, really smooth, doesn't scratch easily. So like I said, here you can see the reel handle. It's a 95 millimeter bent power crank handle. It's got here the star drag, which is audible, which is super nice. The audible spool tension knob, you can hear that. So this is a really nice handle. You can see it can spin. I'm not doing it very well. You know, some guys, they like carbon fiber handles, but in all honesty, I feel like a carbon fiber handle adds about probably in reality at 30 to 40 bucks a reel. I don't really see the point of a carbon fiber handle other than the weight reduction and the look. It does look really cool, but I feel like this aluminum handle will get it done, and it's light and whatnot. But that's just my opinion. You know, doesn't really matter. Let's see what else. On the other side, you can see the casting system, but I want to come back to that real quick. I'll open it up. Just to open it up, you just spin this little screw right here. It's really nice because as much as you spin it, it will not come out. You cannot make it come out. It's really easy. You just spin it off, right? And then you go to the side. You go to the side plate, and you just pop it on off. That's that. You can see the magnetic casting system right there, which is what it's all about. I'll come back to that later. Set that to the side. Here you have obviously the spool. I think this is brass. I'm not sure. It's a super deep spool. It can hold 150 pounds of 12-pound mono, depending on obviously the brand and how thick it is. Deep machine forged anodized. Correction, it's aluminum spool. Inside here, you got 10 amazingly smooth bearings. Make it feel like butter when you're reeling it in. High strength brass gearing all around. Let's see what else. Oh, I forgot. There's Zirconia line guide, which a lot of you have heard of Zirconia. It's a lot of times used in guides. Super slick, really nice. Flies right off of that. Pretty much eliminates most of the tension. So now back to the casting system, which is why it's called the MG, the magnetic. It's got the MCS, obviously magnetic casting system, like I said. these right here are the 5 magnets that control the casting, that control the resistance of the casting. And as you can see, when this is closed and this is in the spool, these two meet up right here. There's a bearing right there. These two meet up right in there. And depending on where you set the tension, it will pull on this as it's spinning, pull it this way, and that creates the tension. A lot of reels like Daiwa, they have instead of the magnets here, they have them all around, and to adjust them, they come in instead of what I'm going to show you now is these go vertical like this. See if you can see it. I don't know. Right now it's set on 0. I'm going to move it up to 10. You can see they come out real far. So at that point they'd almost be touching the spool, which is really high resistance. I'll go back down to 0. You can see that right there. That's awesome. I love this casting system. It works great. I normally have it set at about 2.5. Most guys like it at 5 or 6, but I feel like you got to try way too hard to cast. No matter what kind of lure, how heavy it is, what rod, doesn't matter. It's super hard to cast. The system itself, or the external dial, has I think 20 some settings. It goes from 0 to 10, and you can go in between. Obviously, you don't just go 1, 2, 3. You can go in between. So that's the casting system. That's about the whole the reel. Put this back together. You just take this, throw it back in there, nice and tight. Then you just put the side plate back on, and then you take the screw right over here, push it in, screw it, voila, you're done. So for $130, I think this is the best reel out there personally. For the price. If Shimano, or Abu made this the same way with the same materials, personally I think it'd be about a $200 reel, $200+ reel. Loses extremely good quality, great prices. So that's that, and now I'll give the results from the casting as I promised.